Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. Well, I'm on the wrong tab. I want to be in the beginning here. Just a few minutes after 6 p.m. this evening up in Miyagi, which is north of Tokyo, they had a 7.2 magnitude earthquake, which did bring a tsunami advisory. It has since been called off. Everybody is fine. Yes, Tokyo, it felt strong. It was very long, like a minute at least long, but all my books stayed on the bookcase, so we are okay. And you might be lucky enough to see an aftershock, because typically after those big quakes, within a couple of hours, we have a good size aftershock. This is the epicenter, and if you follow my mouse, this is where Tokyo is, down here. So even though it was fairly far away, it was felt. In fact, I saw someone on Twitter who was living in Shizuoka down here. They even felt it. So let's hope that the aftershock isn't too bad. Now, what kind of shaking is going on in the market here? There is a lot happening. XRP really wants to hit 50 cents. And Tron is up nearly 20% in the last 24 hours. And if you say to yourself, who is Tron? Well, then you definitely weren't in the market in 2017, 2018, because this is when everybody FOMO'd in, and we have all been just crushed for years as it has sat at about 1 penny since 2018, and it's just moving up now at about 6 cents. So I didn't sell, so I lost a lot on paper, but I feel like you don't actually lose until you exit out of those positions, and I didn't. I have been hanging on without any hope and not paying attention at all, so it kind of caught me by surprise. The market, however, is very stable. It looks like Bitcoin is inching its way back to 60,000. The whole market cap in terms of size is just over 1.8 trillion. So it's yeah, I would say we are still looking very, very good, and it's still a fun time in this space. Pundi X, you holders are happy with that 58% increase in the last 24 hours. And Sia Coin, another real oldie but goldie. It is something I used to hold in 2017. It's the cloud storage project. You're up 23% in the last 24 hours. And VThor, the gas for VeChain, is up 43% in the last 24 hours. So there's some very good gains. And yeah, it's fun. I'm happy that there are people who are making money in this space right now. And that is a good thing, because if you haven't gone through a bear market, they just last forever. So enjoy it. And it's really kind of funny too. Everybody and their mother are crypto experts in terms of what is the next big altcoin. I have to say that the amount of people that have come onto YouTube and are talking as if they've been in this space for years cracks me up. It's good though. It's good. We need to have mass adoption. So I am not complaining. All right. I wanted to say thanks to everybody who has, included their name and information for John Deaton. The last time I saw, he had put that request in to intervene into the court case of the SEC versus Ripple, and there was just 6,000 people joined for that effort. And look, it has jumped to 10,000. So for those of you who have come in the last moment, that is just fantastic. And the first intervene motion was denied because of the steps that Judge Annalisa Torres preferred weren't done. So now that it's been done, and John's given it a second try, and I just think this is just fantastic that he doesn't give up. And then we've got Jeremy just spitting fire with his last video. This is about today's call. I'm telling you, of course, everyone knows I am so far from being proficient in legalese, but anybody with a half a brain and common sense could see that it was a totally lopsided call. And what I mean by that is that the SEC side looked so weak and the Ripple side was prepared, confident, strong, and you could see, you could really hear that the magistrate judge was listening to them. And in my opinion, she was swaying over to really pressing the SEC to make its case stronger, because I don't think she's convinced that the personal records of Chris and Brad have anything to do with what the SEC really needs. I think she thinks it's a fishing exhibition. So anyway, I'm going to play you just what, this is so short. This is just about, I don't know, it's not even about a minute long, but it's my favorite part of Jeremy's video. And I think you will find it very fun too. And even if you've seen the video already, we need to take our wins when we can, and this is a big win for XRP. Have a listen.
Halfway through the hearing, the judge skeptically made a remark to the SEC attorney that, based upon his theory, everyone who sold XRP, including you and me, are selling illegal securities. She was skeptical about it when she asked the question, and this is what the SEC lawyer said on the record. He said, no, under Section 4, only Ripple and affiliates of Ripple can have sold XRP illegally. Listen to that again. The SEC said that only Ripple and employees of Ripple can illegally sell XRP. Now, why is that super important? That means that the exchanges that delisted XRP 2 months ago were not and would not be violating securities laws if they relisted XRP for sale and began to sell it again. And I think I saw recently that one exchange recently relisted, and so I wonder if there are perhaps a slew of non-action letter requests coming or already received by the SEC. And if so, I wonder if we will see XRP for sale in the US once again. I hope so.
I hope so too. And I hope that you watch the whole video. I'm going to put a link to it in the description below because it's so good. Yeah, I just am so appreciative that he does these. And I think this was done very late at night for him. And he's got a he's got a practice that he has to tend to. So I know he's really being kind to do these videos. All right, let me have you listen to something really quick. I played kind of my own little competition game on February 18th, I think it was. If I was part of the SBI mergers and acquisition team, who would I tell Mr. Kitao to have a look at, either to invest in, to merge with, or to acquire? And so I gave my 3 picks. I already bingoed on the one, which is Sygnum Bank. That was announced earlier in February. And now I just bingoed a second time. And I want you to hear, because, yeah, maybe I'm bragging just a little bit. This is so short. Have a listen. Hey, Mr. Kitao, what about Northern Data? This is that mining company that SBI took a strategic cooperative relationship with back in 2019, and they positioned themselves for potential equity with this facility in Texas. And yes, they are live right now mining in Texas. So Friday, we hear that SBI has announced a new mining pool business. Now, before you get your negative hat on when it comes to mining, hear me out, because there are some positive things to mining. First and foremost, Mr. Kitao has been saying for 2 years that we really need to have a healthy ecosystem, because anybody who has Bitcoin is at risk if we don't have diversification of the mining power. It's better to balance the hash power than to have it concentrated in one country. So he has always wanted to bring that healthy balance. And the mining pools, well, these are groups that work together. And what they do is they work together to increase the chances of finding a block, as opposed to doing it on your own. And when you join these pools, you share the rewards, and typically these pools will charge the member a fee. But you can see here on the SBI crypto pool, it says new service launch campaign, 0 pool fee. So we're going to know more of the details soon, as it said in the announcement. And again, don't put on that negative hat yet, because I'm going to talk about the type of power that this data center uses. Northern Data is using lots of different kinds of renewable power, like wind and solar. They're out in Texas, and there's a lot of wind and solar out there. And they're also using the more environment-friendly natural gas. Now, don't leave any crazy comments, because I know there are some negatives to natural gas. I know, but it is better than some of the other solutions to get power. And they use a liquid cooling technology called HPC hardware, and it's more efficient. It is providing a more environmentally friendly solution, and it's a proprietary technology that they have. But I will tell you that this kind of cooling system was developed originally for NASA at the Johnson Space Center. Now, they don't tell people exactly how they're doing it, because, well, I think that's their competitive advantage, and they probably want to keep that private. But the fact that they are really trying to become efficient, faster, and more climate neutral, and this is where I guess I'm one of those people that really think the glass is half full, because technology is changing so fast in all those types of renewable energies, and I am convinced we're going to have better and better and better solutions for mining. So I think if you can achieve a healthy ecosystem, not concentrated in one country or with just a few miners like Ethereum has. Ethereum has over 50% of its mining with just about 6 entities, of all of which are in China. So, I think instead of being negative, and I don't want to get on a soapbox here, but I think that the way to do it really in life, for any time you come across something that's not perfect, you should find solutions how to change it and how to improve it. That's just my soapbox. Now, I want to talk about the service that is going to be available if you do get in the mining pool. When you are on that SBI crypto mining pool website and you click on wallet, it takes you to this website here, SBI Digital Asset Holdings, trusted digital solutions for institutional clients. What are the solutions? Advisory, tokenization, trading, and custody. Who is operating these services? Because remember, this is a mining pool that is in English, and it's going to have, I'm sure, a huge Western user base. Who do you think? Well, my guess is PolySign. Now, no rumors. No rumors. This is just my logical guess. We'll see. Again, I'm playing with how smart am I. Okay, this is all the rest of the tabs to the right, except for the fluff, is about Quant, because I'm hearing some things that are just not right out there. And you know what? If you are part of the XRP community, you want Quant to be successful, because Quant is going to bring Ripple blockchain to the masses. And I'm talking to the financial institutions through Overledger. This is something that was announced on January 29th, 2021, and their new version of the MainNet is now with access to the Bitcoin blockchain, the Ethereum blockchain, and the Ripple blockchain through Overledger. This major milestone for Quant takes us into full live production. I'm going to talk about this tomorrow because I've run out of room today because I just am getting a lot of pushback to have shorter videos. So I'm going to save this Quant video for tomorrow, and we're jumping to the fluff. Check this out. It's a new gaming chair, and it's being promoted by Lenovo, and you can win this. All you have to do is just retweet their promotion, which looks like this on Twitter. Look at that chair. And then if you tag 2 friends, you enter in to be able to win this chair. This is fantastic. This is designed after the Demon Slayer, which I have talked about before as being the #1 anime ever. It's got the #1 box office ever in Japan. And this is a character. This is after the textile that he always wears, his happy coat, which is over his, this is it here. And this is Tomioka-san. And yeah, it's just way too much fun, I'm telling you. I totally recommend that if you have never watched any anime, in June comes the Demon Slayer out in DVD and Blu-ray, and it'll be in English. And I just tell you, experience it because it's fantastic. And as you know, I love the figures that come out that support all of these manga and anime characters. This is one. Now watch this. This is where cosplay has become such an incredible art form in Japan. I'm going to put the kanji into the description below. You can cut and paste into Twitter, and you can see all the people who are doing this cosplay for the Demon Slayer, and some of them are just fabulous. Look at this. I mean, they do the colored contacts. Of course, this has been photoshopped a little bit to give it the effects of the sword with the water, but all of the clothes and the wig and everything else is part of the overall presentation that these cosplayers do to show off their favorite characters. I used to think this was just really strange. Maybe I've just now been in Japan too long, and I see it as a total art form, and I just love it. So, okay, everybody, yes, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.